Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Let's say for today's video, it's Thursday, and on Thursdays I've been trying to do Thursday's Thirsty Thoughts, where I pick a topic and talk about it. Sometimes live stream, sometimes pre-recorded like this one. Both ways, very fun. So today's idea for a topic comes from Joe from the Beer Patrol. He's doing well. He has a fellow beer channel. He hasn't posted in a while, but he is good. But you know, with Beertube Palooza coming up, he thought maybe kind of interesting to talk about, like, if I remember correctly, like who you watch Beertubing, why, like maybe like what aspects do you gravitate towards. Me being me, I'm gonna try to keep this video positive and not be like, here's who I don't watch. Here's why those people don't deserve my time. Like I am a pretty positive guy. If you watch my beer reviews, you probably know that, because I do try to find the good that I can say in beers and people and things like that, and just, I guess, humanity as a whole. You know, kind of a couple. There's gonna be at least two parts to this for me, but definitely I am super curious. And again, thanks to Joe. And make sure you guys check out Joe from Beer Patrol. I'm sure if you watch me, you already watch him. But if not, make sure you check him out. I'll link to his channel below. So before I did a channel, you know, what did I gravitate towards? You know, like, is it beers I could drink, or beers I was drinking, beers I knew I could never get, but was like super curious how they were, if it lived up to the hype? Was it all personality driven? Was it personality and technical? Was it more technical than personality? And you know, those things can both be together. They can be separate. So, you know, and the same thing today. But before I started doing the channel, and I know I've talked about this on the channel before, you know, at the time I was living alone, and I really liked going to bottle shares. And one of my favorite parts of that was obviously like hanging out and talking and joking around, but identifying flavors or you know, experiences, being like, what is that thing? I can't put my finger on it. What is that? You know, and then someone, you know, chimes in. I get a little bit of mint, and it's like, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like a little minty kick. And like, I just love those moments. And so when I was living alone, if I was drinking a beer and I was like, yeah, what is that? I would try to find a review. But basically what I had done was just, you know, probably Yahoo, but let's say I Googled it and, you know, typed in 90-minute IPA or whatever, right? And, okay, what are tasting notes? Okay, this is what I'm getting. This is what they're saying. Okay, here's the same, here's different, here's what I'm not getting, but maybe that is kind of what it is. Maybe I didn't pinpoint, whatever. Then to see like, oh, there's people who do videos. So then I started watching some videos. And it's funny, like, how it's changed, because like I watched a lot of Chris from Beer Geek Nation back then, short, divided videos, so like you knew the little blurb for each part of his experience. So I really liked that aspect of it. But then people who talked longer, you know, Matt from Acid Beer Reviews, for example, who is still doing it, obviously, and who is hosting Beertube Palooza. I also liked that format. You know, to me that was more personality driven. You know, and could, you know, hold my attention longer. And I'm not saying Chris couldn't have, but Chris seemed to keep his videos pretty tight. It was usually, I fell into the category of I was probably drinking the beer, or I had heard about a beer. And this, I mean, back in the day when it was harder to get things, and maybe it was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll never be able to try Dark Lord. What are these people who have tried it? You know, what are they saying about it? So that was kind of my hook at the time. There was no one who I watched all of their videos. Also, as an aside, I have no expectation that there's anyone who watches all of my videos. But I am curious, actually, in the comment section, anything that pops in your mind that relates to this video at all, definitely put in the comment section. But I definitely want to hear, like, what you guys gravitate to. So, like, yeah, I'm talking about me, but, like, definitely, what do you gravitate towards? And, you know, like what kind of maybe Beertube viewer you are, that kind of thing would be really cool. But anyway, once I started doing the channel and started meeting people, then it was like, well, yeah, these people are cool. I should watch their videos, you know. And so that was definitely personality driven, friendship driven. Then there's people who have come and gone, people who started before me who stopped, people who started after and still going, have stopped. There's been a lot, and there are a lot, which is awesome. There's so many people doing it anymore, and I'm cool with that. Like, I don't, just like the craft beer scene, sure, I guess it's a competition. Everyone wants to stay in business in the craft beer scene, but like, seems like there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of, just like, hey, if you're, like sometimes if there's breweries near each other, like, hey, you're done here. If you want to keep drinking, there's a cool brewery around the corner you should check out. Like that kind of stuff, I do think happens a lot on Beertube, where it's like, hey, you know what, maybe check out this person if you're interested, or if you have enough subscribers, you can promote other people's videos and things, which is cool. But anyway, so now that I have been doing this a while, I do try to watch almost like a state of the union, a state of the beer tube. I do try to watch every once in a while different people who maybe I don't watch regularly, or like newer people. Like, and if I'm watching a lot of videos, I'm probably like having the video play while I'm doing other things. I don't comment a ton, but I think it's probably pretty obvious who I watch a lot. And again, I'm trying to keep this positive, I'm not excluding anyone, but like it's probably pretty obvious who I watch regularly, the people I interact with more regularly. But kind of more like the nitty gritty, besides people who like I talk to a lot, text, group text, in person, whatever, things that draw me in for Beertube today, definitely personality. Like I'm not technical. I was like learning things, but like I'm okay not knowing all of the aspects of everything when it comes to this. But so like for me, I probably gravitate towards more what I am, because that makes sense, right? So like more personality. I still want someone who can like have good descriptors and know what they're talking about to a degree. But to me, that's probably the most important. Length, I probably am just, the length doesn't really bother me. It's just, when am I going to play it? Is it like a quick 3-minute thing that I'm more likely to interact with, or am I saving a longer video for when I am like painting a room or whatever, doing a chore or whatever, taking a shower or whatever. I don't want to give anyone any dirty ideas in their mind, do I have a video going that's maybe a little bit longer? It's more not time specific, it's more of based on the time when I watch it and what capacity am I watching it. But I know there are people, like my friend Matt, not Matt from Matt's Beer Reviews, he's like, I wish your videos were like 30 seconds. He's like, that's about the attention span I have, is just drink it off camera, turn the camera on, give me exactly what you taste, and then peace out, I see Brad Allison, to give a shout out in the spirit of this video to someone else who does Beertube. I see he's been toying with a full-on beer review, and then he'll post a separate one of the same beer that's the condensed version. I love that idea. I thought that was really cool. So that was something I gravitated towards. I saw he was doing that. I'm like, oh, that's really cool, and I've been checking those out. So there's a little bit about where I'm coming from. And again, the main catalyst for these discussions, if it's a live stream or me talking to a camera like I am now recording, the point is I would like to interact more with people watching my videos. So really, definitely, if you have any thoughts about any of this kind of stuff, basically who you're watching and why, put in the comment section below. I'd love to hear that information, and then I'll be able to interact. Like that is the whole point to me of these videos on Thursdays, is to get as much interaction as possible. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, put them down there. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, let's keep it positive. Cheers.